And tonight's winner, and the first female head of house to see it, Chumsy.
Thank you, Big Brother.
So today was the first head of house game since the merger and since Big Brother changed the dynamics of the game. It was fun to watch, it was interesting and, nice to watch. And of course, we saw a lady emerge as the winner for the first time since this season of Big Brother Naija. Well, yay for the girls, I guess. Anyway, and there was also a twist that Big Brother introduced at the end of the head of house games, and you want to know all of that, so stick with me, and of course I will tell you every piece of that. Before I go into all of that, I'm Bethy, and this is the Big Brother Naija show here on TAF TV, where I keep you updated on everything that happens in this year's season of Big Brother Naija. Okay, so going straight into it. So as usual, the head of house games was divided into two stages, 1 and 2, and of course everybody is meant to participate in the first stage, and then the second stage has just the top finalists participate. But it was also divided into male and female, right? Because the both houses now. And it was quite strange for the housemates because they're used to playing against each other, and now they have to play for their individual selves. Anyway, so the first stage, which was just the girls, first stage had both guys and girls, but the girls played first. So while the girls played, the first game was a kind of race, sort of, but they were to carry a snack. I think he called it donkwa, yes. They were to carry it in their mouth from point A to point B without touching it with their hands and damaging it. So yeah, with common sense, you would know that you should not use your teeth to pick it up because it will obviously damage it. So they use their lips, right? And the person with the highest number of donkwa in their plates when the buzzer goes off to indicate the stop would be the winner, and that's mainly how it goes. So at the end of everything, it was just Bella and Chumsy that emerged winners, only because Daniela was disqualified. If she wasn't disqualified, she would have also been top, because I think she had the highest number, but she was disqualified because she picked more than one with her mouth. According to her, she did not hear when Big Brother had instructed them not to. I didn't hear it too. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. But anyway, the finalists were Bella and Chumsy. Yeah. Well, and for the guys, there was nobody. They all got disqualified because according to Big Brother, all of them, or at least a good number of them, used their mouth to, lift the donkwa, and he had to disqualify everybody. I don't know if it was because the girls were too busy cheering and distracting them. I don't know, because, so when the girls were playing, right, the guys allowed them play their game in peace. But the girls, when the guys were playing, they were all cheering. Daniela was like, "Oh, go Brian, go Brian." And all of them were talking, "Pick more than one." You could hear them murmuring. I was like, "Oh my God, you girls, could you just let them play their game in peace? Could you just?" But anyway, at the end of the day, none of the guys qualified for the next stage at all. So it was left with just Bella and Chumsy. And of course, the Trust Shags was feeling like one proud, "Oh my God, my girlfriend is qualified," or whatever. Ugh. Anyway, so the second stage was a kind of memory race. It also involved running, but in this case, there were two. So there was a tube with different colored candies in it at one end of the arena, and their starting point was another end of the arena with an empty tube and a bowl filled with different colors of candy. So they were to replicate what was in the other, the finished candy. So they're to run from the beginning to that place and then memorize as many colors as they can and start filling it into their own tube with a picker. And you know how those candies, all those Smarties candies, could be very slippery to pick up with a picker. Yeah, imagine when you run, you would already be kind of shaky. So it was tough. And you also have to remember and make sure that you get it exactly the same. And the first person to finish is to yell head of house, but you have to make sure that you get it exactly the same. Otherwise, you're not giving. If you fail, it automatically goes to the next person. So yeah, they started and it was looking as though Bella was going to win. She was kind of faster, I think. But at the end of the day, it turned out that, she finished first, yes. And then she yelled okay, when she finished first, right? She was about to yell head of house, and then Shrek's like, yell, baby, yell. I was like, oh God, dude, shut up. And she was like, she's not sure. And then she went back to check. And then when she checked and she came back, she yelled head of house, but at the end, it was that she was still incorrect because she started at the wrong, like she flipped it from top to bottom and not from bottom to top, whatever. But she flipped it like it was upside down in her tube, so she lost. And Chumsy emerged the winner. Yay, first female head of house since the inception of this season of Big Brother Naija. It was great. It was nice. I was okay with it. I wish Diana was there. Did I say Diana? I wish Daniela was there, but well, she got disqualified. Anyway, and she was honest though, because Big Brother didn't really see that happen. So he had to ask Doyin. He was like, Doyin, which girl picked up more than one donkwa? And she was like, she doesn't know. And then she now asked generally, and what's her name again? Daniela said, okay, she picked up one. And I was like, okay, that's really honest of you. And another thing though, for Big Brother to ask Doyin out of all the girls, I think it shows that she's kind of honest to a certain level. But anyway, so yeah, that was how Chumsy emerged as the winner of the head of house games. And it came with the perk of having her own, the head of house room was open, and she was asked to choose a companion of the opposite gender. And of course, we all know who she's gonna choose. Ella Swags, of course, like who else? And she chose him, and automatically, we didn't see that coming though, but because she chose him, so he also is immune from nominations for this, for this week, yeah? And he was happy and they were hugging, and I'm like, oh, nice. And how is Groovy feeling right now though? How does he feel? I mean, how does he feel? Because Chumsy, that he was already professing love to like 2 seconds ago, is now in the same house with the love of his life. How stupid does he feel? Anyway, so yes, to the big twist. We all know that, of course, after head of house games comes nomination for eviction. Well, there's no nomination, or there's no legit nomination for eviction this week. And Big Brother said that to us, but the housemates don't know that. So to them, there's still normal process of nominations and all of that. But to us, nothing. So yeah, that's it. They think that a nomination is going on, and Big Brother has been calling them into the house to, into the diary room to nominate their 2 housemates. And right now, it seems as though Adekunle has the most nominations. And I'm like, so if this was real, this is how Adekunle will be up for eviction. And I think it's solely because of Shegs, because Shegs has already, thrown a narrative out there about Adekunle, and a lot of the housemates seem to be buying it. I wish he had more nominations. Anyway, that was it for tonight. So we're still, watching to see what's going to happen. How is Chumsy going to rule as the first female head of house? Yes. How is she going to handle it? How is it going to be like? Chumsy's not really somebody that's very chatty. She's kind of quiet, and she has this perception of that people don't like her. So it kind of makes her not really relate to people very well. But, well, she has Ella Swags, who has been head of house twice to guide her. So, hey, she's safe, right? Anyway, till I have to, come tell you guys anything again, that will be all for tonight. Okay, I am Bethy, and this, of course, is the Big Brother Naija show here on Staff TV. Until I come your way again, like, subscribe, leave comments, and of course, click the notification button. Good night.